everyone, Aparna here. Today I have a video on procrastination and methods that I found helpful to sort of come out of it. And it's going to be a little different video. It can be applied for everyone, whoever is procrastinating like I am. However, it's going to be a little different in the sense that I don't know how to explain this, but art blocks, as we all know, is very common. It happens. It is part of the process. It's part of one's journey, and it's absolutely all right to procrastinate. Not for long, but it happens, and we just have to learn to sort of deal with it, and it can be done. You can break that habit and you can again start doing artwork. However, there are times when it becomes a little difficult, like me, like people who are in my situation, meaning that health wise, when you are not perfect, when you are tired, when you really have that desire to create, however, your medications are not letting you do it because stronger medications make you tired, make you feel tired. They make you drowsy, they make you want to sleep more, or maybe just sort of be a little lazy, relax, and make you not do the work, right? And I'm sure it has happened to some of you. I hope, of course, that no one is in my shoes right now. Don't want anyone to go through what I'm going through. So let me give a little bit of a background here. I feel I'm rambling here out of the blues. So last year I was sort of in a I don't know how to explain without giving too much of an explanation. My health went down, and since then I am under heavy medications. Though I'm doing good, I'm doing fantastic. I've always been a very resilient as a person, but yes, medications are making me tired. Uh, I'm resting a bit more than what I do generally speaking. I feel little lethargic, I feel tired very quickly, so I want to rest it out. I'm resting more than what I generally do, and things have slowed down a lot for me because of that. However, physically I'm fine, I'm fit and fine. It is just the effects of the medications that I'm taking, and yes, it's tiring. It's tiring. And what I've realized is that procrastinating at this time is probably the easiest thing to do, because it's just easy to sit and watch a TV program, watch your Netflix, and not get out of the bed or not get out of the sofa to you feel you are dragging your feet towards your art studio, or whichever place you do your art in. I call my table, I have a small table, and well, that's my art studio. So yes, just proceeding, just taking those few steps to go towards my art table is sort of mentally and physically tiring. So I've been noticing a pattern in myself, and I thought, why don't I share it with you guys? And maybe, just maybe, it might just help someone. I don't know. So let me share what I have been doing to be kind on myself and not being harsh on myself, not forcing myself to create artworks, and in spite of that, continuing to do something in my art journey, which has kept me grounded. Um, I have enjoyed my journey actually, in spite of everything that has been happening with me. So, what I did was, I started gravitating towards ink pens, and as you can see, these are not this is the second sketchbook that I started during my treatment. And as you can see, simple drawings, nothing perfect. I was able to step out of the house, just to let you know. So it was not that I was bedridden at any point of the time, in any time during my treatment. So it was just my tiredness that was coming between everything from going out to doing artwork. It was me battling tiredness. Basically, that's what was happening. I did go out, I did some sketching outside. What I realized is that I did make an effort to show up, because I was lucky enough to be able to do so. And I was able to sit, I was able to relax, I was able to do all my household chores. Just that it was not happening in the way I was doing it before the diagnosis. So it was slow and it was steady, and I made sure that I show up, and I feel very proud of myself, if I can say so, that I showed up. I showed up in a different way. I am coming from an acrylic background, and doing acrylic was a bit hard, so I gravitated towards pen and pencils and sketchbooks, and this is how my sketchbook journey sort of became a part of me. I started sketchbook long before that, but it was not a part of me. It was just some days I felt like doing it, some days I didn't feel like doing it. It was like that. However, when I was tired and I felt I really wanted, I really wanted to paint, I really wanted to draw. I had the sketchbook with me, I had the pen with me, I had pencils with me, and I learned to sit in sofa, put on some Netflix, some YouTube channel, audiobooks. Audiobooks I have been listening for ages, like, believe me, yeah. So it's not something I did just because I was diagnosed. So that helped me during this entire process, that I was able to sit, I was able to show up. I pushed myself a little bit, remaining kind to myself, and I listened to my body. I was paying attention to myself, and I made sure, and I'm still making sure that I give priority to my health and to my healing. And I have been taking the help of art to get me through this. It's a very long haul for me. So I don't want to give up. I don't want to sit and cry. I'm not that sort of a person. I like to deal with situations. When something happens, face it, deal with it, and, recover. That's kind of person I am. So I am really happy that I was able to show up on a regular basis. Regular basis. When I say regular basis, that means I actually made an effort to sketch almost every single day throughout my treatment, throughout the medications, through even now. Maybe there are times I'm not filming it. Since the last 1 month, we have been having some, like, a bunch of festivities here. So yeah, things have been a little slow, And I was procrastinating. I'll be honest about that. I was indeed procrastinating, and so I decided I'm going to push myself a bit more and challenge myself. And I then started doing something completely different. I have been doing sketching, painting for a long time, but I haven't challenged myself a lot. And I always wanted to draw horses. Now, with horses, I have been quite terrible drawing them. They look absolute aliens. So I decided I'm going to take up the challenge, and I started. Let me just show you what I started doing with. I started with drawing. I started doing a challenge long time ago, but I stopped because my horses looked terrible. So to take up the challenge and to show up, I started drawing horses again, and these are Arabian horses. I know they look absolutely terrible as of now, but I'm hoping that I'm going to get better at them, right? That's bad art is part of the journey, and I'm absolutely embracing it right now. So I started drawing one horse every day, or almost every day. So it was not that I managed it. I was tired, sometimes fatigue set in, sometimes procrastination. Absolutely, in the beginning it was procrastination. And no, not in the beginning. Procrastination is happening more since the last since last time I came back from my vacation. So since August, September, October has been like a busy time for me with my exhibition, then festivities and stuff like that. And yes, a lot of procrastination. I did show up on a daily basis though, doing my sketching, and I did, if you have seen my previous video, I did do 5 artworks, and I'm so proud of myself for doing that. I haven't yet posted them, so I'm going to gradually do that, and I have to do voiceovers in them, and that's what is slowing me down. But as you can see, I took up the challenge. I pushed myself, and since I have been quite strong, I'm positive by nature, and I have been practicing these horses even when I have been little tired, because I'm able to do it. I'm able to do it. So I'm not really punishing myself by any means. I'm relaxed. I breathe. I sit with a cup of coffee, with some audiobook going on, and I make sure I show up. I show up, and I'm being gentle to myself. So in case you find yourself doing the same, like not doing, I mean, if you are finding yourself to be in a similar situation where, things are a little difficult at this point, just see how things are going with you, and see if you can make a slight effort and push yourself a little bit more, and maybe just sit with a pen, maybe, or a pencil if you are comfortable. The easy thing with pencils are that the ink does not flow back, so you can relax in a inclined area, on a bed, or somewhere where you are a bit more comfortable, and you can draw, you can sketch. It might help you in sort of quietening those thoughts in your mind. That's what happened with me. The mind went crazy. I couldn't stop the voices in my head, and it was draining the life out of me. And I realized I pushed myself to stop, or sort of stop those voices with art. So let me go on with this sketchbook since I have it out. This sketchbook was something one of the very, very old sketchbooks that I have, and I wanted to finish it. So I'm using this now to help me out at times of, procrastination, when I don't feel like doing a lot of stuff, but I'm tired, but not tired enough that I really cannot do anything. So those moments, yes, now I'm looking forward to this one. So what I've done here is, let me explain. I hope you can see. Yeah. So what I did is, we get a newspaper here every day, Khalij Times. It's called Khalij Times here, and whatever picture or image that I like, I cut them out, and I paste them on one side of the paper. And you don't have to do it. You can keep the clipping with you, the cut pieces with you in a separate place, but I chose to do it like this. I started this on in March 2025, and that was the time when I was generally procrastinating. I was going through a lot. The mind was racing, it was talking, it was noisy. My head was like, honestly, I have no words to explain, and I just couldn't make it quiet. That was my problem. I was doing art. I was loving my art at that time as well, like I always do. I always love my artworks because I know I made an effort to show, and that is the main thing in art. You need to show up. There is no other alternative. You need to show up, and you need to absolutely love your artworks. And I did it, and I was really proud of myself. So this was during one of those times. As you can see, I tried to draw this crescent. I did it here. I absolutely loved it. And seeing that, I started doing the next one. Now, the next one is, before you see it, it's absolutely terrible, but I really enjoyed. So this is another scene from one of the magazines that come with my newspaper. I cut the paper here, and I tried to draw it here. Terrible work. I was tired. I didn't even do I don't do architectural, I'm sorry, words are hard, drawings, but I still tried. And within a couple of days, if you can see, oh, it's not even a couple of days, this is 19th March, this is 20th March, and I still remember I started doing my other artworks, which I generally have been doing it. But the idea was really amazing to me. And what I started doing is, whatever I felt was interesting in the newspaper, I used to cut them, and I used to paste them on one side of the paper so that I can draw here. So basically what is happening is that I have a reference picture right next to me. I don't have to open my laptop. I don't have to open my phone. I don't have to go till my art corner to get my stuff. I can just have a pencil and I can draw out. And I think I feel very happy that, considering that I do so many mediums, I love every medium that I do. And today, that has helped me incredibly. Be it pencil, be it pens, be it gouache, be it watercolor, be it acrylics. I have done all of them. I use all those mediums. I have tried, I have played, I have tested. And of course, learning is a process, so I keep learning them. But today, when I am tired, today, when physically I'm able to manage things, but when my brain is like literally running and talking, and it doesn't want to quiet down, but there is my soul asking me to do the artwork, do what I really love to do, instead of those constant chatters in my mind. At that time, holding a pencil or a pen became like a blessing. absolute blessing to me. Now if you see, these are blank pages, but I wanted to show you this because I took this thing out because I started drawing the horses and the backside and the other end. However, these pictures, seeing them back, I am going to start doing them again. And I have all these images. I have sorted out the pages. These pages are very flimsy. These are for this is for sketching. This is a sketch paper. It is not for wet mediums. As you can see, it says for preliminary drawing, dry media, yet I have used watercolors in them, so the paper tends to warp big time. That's why I gave a gap in between, and I can just use them to do some doodles. And yeah, I'm gonna have some fun here. And as you can see, I just doing two of them made me want to go back to my painting. And this is one way I feel it can help you. If you have cutouts, if you have paper around you, if you get newspapers around you, even if you don't get newspapers at home, maybe you can go out. You have those brochures that you get from the shops. You can, if you like any image, I mean, I like this image a lot. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I love the perspective. I'm learning perspective drawing, so this gives me a good idea what to do. And I intend to make the best of it. And I started doing my horse drawings here in the back side. I've put a thin tracing paper on them because these are all done with graphite, charcoal, or carbon sketch pencils, and they smudge a lot. I really like to take care of my sketchbooks, though I do consider them as my playground, but yes, I do like to take care of them. So that's why I have all of these. So I'm really excited. I don't have many pages left in here. My husband went to Egypt recently for some work, and he got this lovely chocolate coated dates. And before eating the dates, I quickly got the packet out and I stuck it here. Very beautiful. I can see myself trying to make this painting with gouache maybe. I don't know, I haven't decided yet, but it looks very exciting. And I feel when you're procrastinating or when you're tired but well enough, healthy enough to be able to do something, go to your art place and just fiddle around with stuff. Believe me, the spark comes back. And when I started doing the horse drawings, and I just looked back and I was like, wow, why didn't I finish them? So I'm going to start doing it because I know my medications are still strong and I'm still getting a little bit of tired now and then, and that just led me to procrastinating big time. Okay, so let me show you. So this is one method. If you like to, if you get newspapers, if you get any pamphlets, brochures, that is one way of trying to stay relaxed. Just grab a pencil, just grab a pen, and just draw what you have in front of you, and don't bother whether the artworks are good or bad. Just do it, enjoy, be proud of yourself for showing up. Of course, be mindful about your health. Don't push yourself too much that you regret later. So yeah, and this one is this sketchbook. I'm so excited. It is about to finish. And when I was doing the horse drawing, I felt like suddenly trying to use gouache. And look at this. I know they are not fantastic works, but I am getting there. And these are Arabian horses. I took pictures when I was in the exhibition, and I kept trying. These two are so similar. I don't know what I was thinking. I even have two videos of them and they look like I'm painting it like twice. I don't know why I did that, but I did it and I'm really proud of myself for showing up, which is very important, I feel. As I said, keeping in mind that I was able to do so. Physically, I was able to do so, and I was relaxed and I was enjoying the process. As a matter of fact, I think this was the first painting I did after a very long time, and I really enjoyed doing it because I was doing gouache after a very long time, and my attention was completely on how I was layering. I was thinking of the paper, I was thinking of the drawing, and after a very long time, those voices in my head kind of slowed down. Their tones went down. I was able to dull them. I'm not saying I was successful in completely shutting those voices, but I think I did a good job. I did a good job, which has really encouraged me to carry on with my art. I feel very good. I go out for walks. I give priority to myself now first. My healing is my priority. And yes, I cannot tell you how much art has helped me in the process. It's just, I don't have the right words. Whatever, it just is not, whatever I say just doesn't justify what it has done. It has been my savior. And yeah, just look at this. I did this, I had to change it. I did my own stuff, and I don't know why I kept doing, sort of following the same theme. I love this one. I have all the videos of these paintings, but they are all 1 hour long paintings, so I decided I'm going to make them short, and I'm going to do a voiceover. Again, voiceover is not really my thing. I feel the real feelings cannot be shown, cannot be voiced in a voiceover. So yeah, I'm procrastinating. My God, I procrastinate with every small thing. Please tell me I'm not alone in this. So so I have 2 more pages. Yes, 2 more pages, and I'm going to be done with this one, and I'm going to do a sketchbook tour of this. You probably ended up seeing it anyway. I apologize, didn't think of it while I was making the video, this one at least. Anyway, here I am. So let me show you one more thing that I did, which really helped me in procrastinating, as well as making me understand art better. Believe it or not, it was embroidery. Now, embroidery, I do not have any background of embroidery other than basic stitching. So I thought, let's just do something completely different. And I chose embroidery. And what I did was I started with a weekly challenge. I thought I'm going to do one embroidery a week per week, because I knew I couldn't handle it in a, I'm not quick and fast, and embroidery thread work is hard. It's hard for me. I know the basic stitching, but nothing beyond that. So I started doing these kind of works, and I started understanding. I saw some videos, and I'm not doing very good with watching and following videos nowadays. I don't know why. So I thought, you know what, I know stitching. I'll just apply those methods, and I started doing stuff. And the more I was handling threads, the more I was able to understand that values are so important in art. If you see this one, look at this. This page is this is my second attempt to embroidery after this one. This is just basic stitching. This is called I don't know what are these things called, but these are some kind of basic stitching methods, and then I started doing this and I saw the value. This is one thread which comes with multiple colors, and each time I was cutting that off, I was getting these kind of colors and gradients, and this was telling me, look at this. This thread, this long thread, had 2 3 colors in it. This one had just one, so it was a surprise each time that I was doing. And look at this. This is from the same thread. Isn't this surprising? And each time I was stitching, I could see, I could understand the value of colors, the values. I mean, the dark and the light, the gradients. And I kept thinking that when we paint, we apply the same logic there. The darks have to be dark, the whites have to be white, or the light has to be the lightest, the darkest, the dark has to be the darkest. When I made this one, when I stitched this one, there are barely any values in here, though it is pretty, it's very cute. The darkest value I got was red, and these threads are also not good. So I kind of related it with my paints here, and I kept thinking how the surface matters. These materials are pretty good, so I managed pretty well. The tools are also important. I got a nice needle with me, so I had that. Thankfully, I was able to use it up. I didn't have to buy it. The threads, however, I don't know from where they came. I believe it was a project that it was either provided by the school ages ago, absolutely ages ago. I had them, I kept them. They don't have any gloss in them, matte finish. However, I wanted to use them up. So, and each color, there are 4 of each color in the packet. I have it here. There are 4 of each color. There are no gradients in any of the colors. So if there is a yellow, there are just 4 same shades of yellow. And the more I was doing embroidery, the more I was able to realize what I can do in my artwork. And this was amazing. It just brought a smile on my face. I wanted a gradient here. This was the best I managed with what I had, and I think I loved this because I could see a gradient. I could see, I just loved it. I just loved it. This is actually pink, but I didn't have any other color in here. But it taught me, it reminded me of values. It reminded me of complementary colors that we can use. And the best thing was I was showing up. I took up the challenge, and it was really helping me sit. It was helping me understand colors. It was so amazing. I mean, this is embroidery. It is not even colors. And I was able to understand how two threads cannot mix to create a third color, right? Whereas in my art, in my colors, I have the privilege, should I call it privilege? No, I have the option. It's not, I have the option of having just 2 colors and creating a third one. And that was sort of exciting me because I love pre-mixed colors. But when I was doing embroidery, it actually gave me ideas about how about using 2 colors to create artwork, which I've never done. I have done with 3 colors. I have wanted to do a lot of stuff, but I couldn't do it, and then I forgot because I'm tired. I'm exhausted. My mind is constantly talking, shouting, screaming, things in my mind, So the mind is constantly occupied. But doing these embroidery works, something completely different from this, yet having a very beautiful connection between the two of them. I think the connection is creativity This is creativity, this is creativity, and I think both of them bonded so well in my journey that I think I have a special place in my heart for embroidery now. And the more I'm doing embroidery, the more I'm learning, the more I am enjoying. So whenever I feel procrastinating, whenever I feel I'm procrastinating in my art, I am actually doing art. This is also a form of art, isn't it? So it is genuinely helping me. And I hope that these ways do help you as well in case you are in a difficult position health wise right now. I do hope, wish you guys a speedy recovery in case you're going through something, and have faith in yourself, trust in yourself, push yourself a little bit more than you can, and persevere depending of course on your condition. Be aware of your condition. Based on that, try to make a slight bit more effort. Believe me, it is amazing. You will realize that you do have strength which you thought you did not have. It is very easy to procrastinate. It is very easy to just sit and let the time fly, to just sit and scroll, doom scroll all the social medias out there. But it is hard, and I understand that because I'm going through it right now. But I am proud of myself for making an effort. And yes, there are days when I am really not doing artwork, really am not managing to doing artwork. So yes, ups and downs are part of my life right now, and I do not complain about it. But I do want people to be aware that they have a strength in them. They just have to learn when to push it a little bit further, just a tiny bit further. Your health condition, you will understand better than anyone else. So yes, be mindful, be kind to yourself, be gentle to yourself, and modify the situation around you. Try to explore different mediums. If you're an artist like I am, try pens, try things which are not very fussy. Like I definitely did not go towards charcoal much. Only days when I felt like I could sit on the table and chair, only then. But when I wanted to be on my sofa or on my bed, I preferred pens and pencils with me, even pencil colors with me. They are non-fussy, clean items. Even watercolor. I have been doing a lot of watercolor because it's easy. I can sit on the sofa, put my legs up, put on the sort of Netflix or anything, do a quick sketch and do watercolors. These things helped me a lot in my journey, and I am hoping that I am on my way to recovery, which is good. But the medications are going to go on for a very long time, and the medications are making me tired. So even if I am doing good health wise, my medications are going to keep me tired. I can see that. And I do not intend to give up on that. It's okay. I'm going to breathe through the situation. I'm going to stay positive, and I'm going to keep trying different stuff and have fun, continue having fun in different ways. Maybe not the ways I have been doing so far. I'll just find other ways, and I hope you do the same. Do give it a try. Do give it a try to do something completely different. Again, I'm going to repeat this as much as possible. Consider your health. You know your health better than me sitting here and telling you. So consider yourself. If you feel at any point you are procrastinating, but you have the capacity to actually get up and grab a paper, grab a sketchbook, or grab your embroidery, or uh, there are many more other things that you can do. Maybe you want to learn something new. Maybe this is the time you can try it. Something easy, something quick, something bit more relaxing. And you don't have to do it all day long. Just do it 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and half an hour maybe, and just see how it goes. So I do hope, I wish you all a speedy recovery in case you are not well and you are planning to sort of trying out what I said, and also to the rest of the people who are thankfully not in my sort of condition. Hope your healths are doing fine and you are procrastinating. Please see if you can give this a try. It will help you as well. And by this I meant trying something new, something completely different from what you have been procrastinating doing. And this one sounds fun to me. Cutouts in your sketchbook. I'm finding it hard to talk today. I don't know why. I have 4 more videos to do voiceover. I can't afford that. So this video has been going on for a very long time. So I need to end this video now. I'm wishing you all the best and take care of yourselves. And yeah, if you have liked this video, then please do like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, stay happy and stay creative. Bye bye.